So, someone made a video about me.
So please, either debate me or just shut your f***ing mouth. Because really and truly, I'll put you in your place the exact same way I did with the architect and every other f***ing liar in this fandom.
No, my good friend, allow me to properly show you how to put someone in their place. Every other liar in the fandom, well, you should probably mention that you are one of them. But let's start with your first point.
Korra didn't lose the avatar cycle. If she did, there would not be another avatar after her. But guess what, dipshit? There f***ing is.
Yeah, she did lose it, literally. Not only that, but for a few minutes, Korra wasn't even the avatar. The avatar cycle is what carries all the past lives. Well, past and future lives. And in this scene right here, she stops being the avatar and loses the cycle. What you are alluding to is the fact Korra got a new avatar cycle. But she never regained the one that was broken. All the avatars from Avatar 1 to Avatar Aang are lost forever, making Korra the new first avatar. She is carrying a whole new cycle with her, which currently only has her and Avatar Pavi, who is coming up. That's about it.
The past lives canonically have not given any good advice because none of the experiences have correlated to the current avatar's issues. Yang Chen was the only one that gave Aang good advice because she's an air nomad and she would understand Aang's position the most. Korra gave him advice, Kyoshi gave him even worse advice, and Roku, the guy who helped him the most in the show, gave him by far the worst advice.
None of their experiences have correlated to the current avatar's issues. Are you serious? Why would you give me this much ammunition? I kind of almost feel sorry for what I'm about to do to you. Ahem. In the episode Avatar Day, the conflict is directly tied to Kyoshi's conflict with Shen the Conqueror and required Kyoshi herself appearing in order to properly explain what happened. That is a direct correlation and influence within the current avatar's journey. Avatar Korok is also directly tied to Ko the Face Stealer, who stole his love interest's face, which made Korok fight Ko the Face Stealer to a standstill, cementing the Great Spirit's hatred for the Avatar. This came to factor into the story as well, since Ko is the son of the Mother of Faces and the only one who knew where the ocean and water spirits were. Avatar Yang Chen's advice is what finally made Aang realize that he needs to put aside his personal morals in order to do what is required of him as the Avatar. Avatar Roku is literally related to Zuko, and part of why Zuko realized he should be switching sides, but also Roku straight up guided Aang throughout the story, informing him of the comet, informing him of Ko the Face Stealer, telling him the story with Sozin. Need I go on? So your implication, no, direct inference, that the past lives aren't helpful is a load of garbage. Now here's the last bullet to your ego. If it wasn't for speaking to Aang, Korra would never know that Amon and Tarlok were bloodbenders related to Yakone, which ended up leading her to beating the Equalist movement. And in that same season, if Aang did not show up in front of her and did not grant her back the bending she lost, give her access to the avatar state, and give her energy bending, Korra would have become a broken avatar with a single element, and several benders like Lin Bei Fong would have never gotten their bending back. So, boldly trying to discredit the previous avatar's influence within the story and the journey of the current avatar is in itself moronic. I am going to guess that you tried making this point to show that Korra doesn't actually need the past lives to survive, and there are so many good ways to do that without trying to diminish the past lives' presence. But what can I expect from an avid Korra defender? To any Korra fans listening to this and actually getting this far into the video, here's my 2 cents. I do not hate Korra, but I don't like her either, and that's because I don't like how she was written. And that's purely because I don't like how she was written. Simple as that. I have nothing personal against her or the story, but what I do hate is fans like these. This is what made the rest of us a bit guarded when it came to Legend of Korra fans. I respect anyone who likes both avatars equally, genuinely, but to people like these, who take protecting Korra so personal to the point they will actively antagonize someone else, I have zero respect for you. And if this was your attempt at trying to rage bait me, next time try not using false points to get to me. You basically gave me the tools I needed to shatter your defense. And notice how I didn't have to use a single curse word to pick you apart. I could have. I chose not to.